going on, everybody? My name is DJ Byrnes, former senior editor at 11 Warriors, and I'm stepping aside for a full-time pursuit of the Ohio House 80th District seat representing Southern, Dark, and Miami counties. We're coming to you live from beautiful stormy Piqua on the banks of the mighty Miami River. A lot of people have been approaching me this week. They've been saying, DJ, what's up, man? I mean, last week you're just some guy on the internet with hot takes about Dwayne Haskins. This week you're running for political office. How did that come to be? Well, after the 2016 election, I looked in the mirror and I realized I didn't know enough about state politics. I knew national headlines, I knew national players, but I didn't know, who represented us in Columbus. I didn't know who was financing their campaigns and, lavishing all these jewels on them. And I also didn't know what kind of business they were advancing in the name of the people. And the research, it really didn't sit well with me. There are a lot of ugly features to Ohio politics, and we're going to get into that as the campaign progresses. And so it just became, I've always tried to live my life, don't talk about it, be about it. And so it became a matter of when, not if. And we had a candidate already going for the seat. His name is Scott Zimmerman, a nurse in Tip City, works down in Dayton. And Scott looked at the race and he just decided that he didn't have the time, the energy, or the resources necessary to wage a campaign that could win, let alone just compete in Miami County and Southern Dark County. And so he stepped out, at which point I looked at my life, where I'm at, some ambitions that I have, and I decided to put my hat into the ring. So I submitted a plan to our two county chairmen and another gentleman by the name of Ted Jones, retired plant manager, Bethlehem Steel plant manager from Pennsylvania, who also resides in Piqua. He put his name in, and two chairmen met, and they came back and decided that I was going to be the nominee, which was cool, humbling, exhilarating for about 10 seconds before the ramifications truly hit me. And that with the campaign that I want to wage, I'm going to be saying some things some people in power out here aren't really going to like. And they're going to do their most to protect their assets. For example, my neighbor knocked on my door yesterday and said her son was smoking a cigar outside in his Jeep Wednesday night. And she saw a big white guy creeping around in my bushes, looking at my windows. I was home. He could have just knocked. I would have came. We could have chatted. I'm a pretty hospitable guy. I think most of my friends would tell you that. And so that's just the kind of stuff that keeps everyday people out of politics. Because I've met so many people, so many talented, authentic, smart people that, I ask them, when can I vote for you? When are you running? What are you running for? And they wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, because who would put their families through that? Who would open their lives to the scrutiny? And I realized that the opposition has no choice but to assassinate my character and paint me as just some crazy idiot. And that's what they're going to do. And I welcome the attacks and I welcome the debates, because at the end of the day, I realize that if the same types of people show up with the same ideas and vote for the same politicians for the same results, I'm going to lose that race 10 out of 10 times. But I'm going to be out here fighting for people that necessarily don't even have access to the ballot system. People that can't afford, their boss won't give them a day off work to go vote. They can't afford to travel across the county to early vote. People that don't have phone service and internet, they can't register or update, let alone update their registration. I'm going to war for those people. And with me, you're not going to get an elephant or a donkey. You're going to get a lion who is going to offer a militant defense of working and everyday people. We live in a county where a majority of people can't afford a $500 emergency expense. We live in a place where you can work your entire life and do right and have your entire savings wiped away and end up in bankruptcy court because you didn't have the right insurance and you got involved in a car accident. And we can afford, other countries do it all the time. You know, we can afford this. Ireland, a country with half the population of Ohio, can figure out how to get healthcare to their, you know, all their people, but we can't. The greatest country in the world, the greatest state in the union. You know, I don't buy it. See, the opposition's already getting started. They're not liking my message. But yeah, and so we can do this. We have the ability. We're just not. We need new ideas. We live in an era where wages are stagnant while productivity's risen, and it's been a result of the way we've done business. The, you know, deregulation, give money to the people that have it at the top, and it somehow miraculously trickles down to us. Well, I mean, you know, we've been waiting. It's been 30 years. I don't see it. I just see crumbling roads. I see students getting bills to attend public schools. I see teachers who, you know, haven't had a raise in damn near a decade, you know, having to work second jobs. Like, to me, that is a much more urgent problem than deregulating energy companies and letting these corporations just come in and do what they want and extract all this wealth and ship it out of state. You know, like, we can't even get payday lenders off the backs of our people without an FBI investigation. So, yeah, I mean, you know, people that want to paint me as a clown and all that, go ahead. Because, I mean, you know, you think this is going to be some campaign where I'm just going to be tweeting. I mean, don't get me mistaken. There's going to be tweets with pictures of potholes. But I'm not going to win it on the net. I'm going to win it with my hand in the soil. And people, to the Republicans of Miami County who don't know me, just know I understand why your leaders have to tell you what they have to tell you and how they're trying to paint me. And I understand why initially my politics might not sit well with you. But what I hope to prove is that nobody will be more accessible than me. Nobody will, you know, no matter what you believe, that I will always look you in the eye. I may not agree with you, but I will look you in the eye. I will tell you why I'm doing and who I am doing it for. And you will know that my actions are genuine because I'm not taking any corporate money. I don't have, you know, my opponent just got $30,000 funneled into a race today by Larry Householder, who was also under FBI investigation. You know, and these are people who don't have the interest of working everyday people in mind. I mean, they're even coming after the cop unions with right to work. You know, and these are dreams they have, and these are ambitions, and there has to be some sort of defense. And I hope to offer that defense. And if I lose this election, if I get smacked 25%, I'm going to sleep like a baby on election night because I did my part. I put my soul into it. I said, here are my beliefs, and I gave it my all. And, you know, the people in Miami County, hopefully they'll see. Hopefully they'll see. And if not, you know, this fight is already so much bigger than me anyway, then just knowing that I've done my part and knowing that the fight will continue into 2020 and beyond, then, yeah, I have no qualms about losing. I'm not scared to lose. I'm not scared to fail. I'm not scared to be attacked, you know, because there are people out there that they don't have a voice. And so we have to change it. We just have to change it. And so everybody reaching out to volunteer, thank you. Going to have opportunities for everybody, even out of state. It's just a matter of how much time, money you want to contribute. I'll be rolling out direct donations online next week. And, yeah, we're going to get this ball rolling and see where it stacks up on November 6th. So follow me on social media at DJ for Ohio, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Website DJ for Ohio. We're going to be doing videos like this, photo essays, whole 9 yards, and just elaborating on my positions and what we can do with a new set of priorities in Columbus. So follow along. There'll be a bumpy ride, I'm sure, you know, but I'm in it to fight. So let's have some fun. Thank y'all. God bless.